Hello, everyone. Welcome to Training Tuesday. My name is Suzanne Castle. I'm here among you, and I'm so excited because it's June. And this June, we're going to be talking about abundance all month long because we all want more abundance, right? That's not necessarily wealth. That's not necessarily more things. We're going to talk about that all month long in these free Training Tuesday segments. So my question for you as we begin today is, do you have an abundance mindset, or is it more like a scarcity mindset? Let me know in the comments if you're watching live or on hashtag replay, live on YouTube, my YouTube channel, or live inside Facebook, or hey, IGTV, I'm glad that you're here. You know, how you view the world can really affect the opportunities that you see, your expectations, and ultimately, honestly, it affects your results, from health to relationships to your business. We're not just talking about bottom line success stuff. You can choose to see the world as a place of abundance. Or you can also choose to see the world as a place of scarcity. And one is honestly more optimistic than the other. And of course, like me, all the sparkly confetti, whatnot, you know that I come from that mindset. I am tired of scarcity, right? Your view of the world is very different if you choose one over the other, and what you see becomes your reality. You know, in abundance mindset, it's hopeful, it's positive, it expects the best, it's more altruistic actually, since you believe that you'll receive what you need. It frees you up to also then do more for others. I love how abundance mindset training works. But the scarcity mindset, on the other hand, is honestly where we land most of the time, unless we've trained ourselves to do something different. A scarcity mindset leads to negativity and selfishness. There's no other way to say it. When you don't think that you have enough, and you don't think the world offers enough, and you live out of a victim mentality all the time, then you feel the need to constantly look out for yourself, even at the expense of others. Make sure your opinion is shouted the loudest, right, over all the others. So when you view the world from a position of abundance over scarcity, there are lots of positive effects on your life and your health. That's why we're going to spend a whole month talking about it. The first thing is that when you are living life and thinking through things with an abundant mindset, that's that belief that there's plenty to go around. You believe that there's plenty of money in the world. You believe that there's plenty of potential partners. You believe that there's plenty of opportunities in general. You believe there's plenty of relationships. You believe that there's plenty of people who want to come towards you. You believe that there's an enoughness, an inherent enoughness in the universe that is for the whole world, not just you, right? Because it will bless the whole world. That's that sense of blessingness that is infusing the whole foundation of the world. And what we find in a scarcity mindset is that there's a limited supply. So you start out saying there might not be enough, so I need all of my toys, right? I'm going to keep all of my things, right? The hoarding mindset, when people have hoarding as part of their mental illness, that's part of it. They don't believe that there's enough. They're always afraid. They make decisions, and everything they do is out of that fear. So when you feel like there's a limited supply of everything, that means that someone else has to lose in order for you to win. Okay, so are you beginning to see the difference there? So life is honestly easier in an abundance mindset. I mean, you have to train yourself, but I promise life gets easier. You believe that anything is possible, that stuck, my mantra, stuck is never the solution. And with that attitude, you're willing to try, and you expect that things will eventually go your way, even if it's not in this exact moment. Now, if you have a scarcity mindset, honestly, that belief that life is difficult, right? Life is hard. Why did you expect anything different out of life? I hear people talk about that often, right? That is a scarcity mindset. You see success as being harder than it really is. You expect the worst. You might convince yourself that it's even pointless to try something different or new. And so it's much more challenging to be successful with a scarcity mindset because you've already thrown up a block in front of you. So opportunities are easier to see when you expect to find them and to see them, right? That is what, hey, Melanie, I am so glad that you're here. Yes, sparkle and shine. Abundance helps you do that for sure. So opportunities are easier to see all around you, and you expect to find them. And then guess what? You will, when you have that abundance mindset, because an abundance mindset makes opportunities literally more visible. You know, one of the things I teach my clients is to do miracle walks. What does that mean? Well, that doesn't mean that like someone's going to get healed on the side of the road per se, but what it means is when you expect to see a miracle, when you walk with your imagination goggles on, when you expect that there are going to be good things that pop up in front of you, guess what happens? Good things pop up in front of you. You see a dandelion, right? Growing out of the crack of cement with no other greenery around whatsoever. That is a miracle, right? In that moment, the struggle of the dandelion through what should not be that is what a miracle walk is. That is having that opportunity that you see, that you know is coming your way. It's that seek and you shall find kind of mantra that people say. Your expectations then are met in life because you expect to find them, you expect to see them. The reverse is when you believe that opportunities are scarce, you struggle to find them. You know, that we're on the struggle bus, right? I like to captain my struggle bus, I gotta say, all the time. So this is true even when they're right in front of your face because you're not choosing to see that there's abundance there for you. The other thing that I find, really, truly fascinating when you start to study abundance and what happens to people, you actually take more risks with an abundance mindset. You believe the likelihood of success is greater, and so you take more risks. And the more that you risk, the more you stand to gain. So you also maybe potentially have more to lose. That's true. That is part of the game. But those that are bold tend to outperform those that are timid because they're constantly taking risks. They're constantly trying new things. But you're more likely to play it safe if you view the world from a position of scarcity. You're more afraid of losing what you have since you believe it's going to be difficult to get back. So those that have an abundance mindset, then they have a more relaxed view of the world and themselves. I want you to sit with that for just a minute. When you believe the world has everything that you need, when you really believe that, you relax. And when you relax, you begin to enjoy life more. When you enjoy life more, abundance comes towards you. You see how this works. It's weird, right? You view the possibilities as endless. So your overall viewpoint of life is more positive. Now, the flip side of that, of course, is that scarcity mindset will result in fear. It results in pessimism. You believe you have to fight constantly, right, for what is yours in the taking, right? You have to fight the world for what you want and what you need. You have to protect everything that you have from loss. So then what that does is it literally shuts down your neural pathways and things begin to shrink a little bit because your cellular structure is not open to new things, right? Weird. But what that also does is then it allows you to have this view of life as always negative, always hard. So are you thinking of your world as one of abundance or one of scarcity? It's that question I started with at the very beginning of this Training Tuesday. If you hold a scarcity mindset, maybe, just maybe, it's worth trying on in this month another viewpoint for size. One of the best ways to start viewing the world with abundance is honestly to give more. You give more money, give more time to a relationship that you want to develop, give more to one of your clients than they've asked for, give away a few of your possessions. What that does is giving enforces the idea that there's always enough to go around, and that when you give something away, you're making room for something else. One of my coaches said to me that when you release someone from your practice, right? In the consulting world, it's really hard to do that, right? Because we're always afraid there won't be another one. But when you release that, what you do is someone always comes in because the parking lot was that spot and the parking lot was full. And when that parking spot opens up, somebody else can pull in. That's a great way to think about abundance versus scarcity. And abundance will flow into your life. I really believe this if you allow it to happen. So after holding on to abundance mindset, even for the next 4 weeks, and contrasting that with all your previous experience with scarcity, I think you'll find which one you want to choose and which one you want to work for you. That's what I have for you today. Just a reminder, I'm here every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central, dropping some free training on you. I hope that you'll check in from time to time on my YouTube channel or right here on IGTV or on Facebook Live. I'm Suzanne Castle. You can find more resources and free training on SuzanneCastle.com. I'll see you next week.